Blashill. I guess this is a prime example of how much power play can make a difference to a team. How do you now continue with it?
Well, you hope, we've scored now, I think, 3 of the last 4 games. So, hopefully that just continues to build confidence in the group. I think there was some things we did good on it. There's some things we got to keep doing better, but certainly that confidence matters. Ultimately, special teams was a huge factor tonight. I thought the power play getting us the lead early. We played very, very good in the first. And then we got a penalty trouble in the second. I thought the PK did an excellent job of not giving them momentum. And then I thought at 3-0, that's a big kill. If they score there and make it 3-1, there's still enough game left. It gets tight at that point. Then, Rass hops out of the box and scores. So it was a big special teams night for us.
And Lucas, you said he's been playing some good hockey despite not putting the puck in the net, but to finally put it in the net for him, what do you think it means, and how important is it just psychologically for a young guy?
Well, I think it's important because then he doesn't have to answer all your questions, and I mean that actually. The one thing about this league is you get reminded, that's for sure. You just get reminded through the media when you might not even have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Because he is playing good hockey, and I think he's mentally tough enough to stay focused and just playing. But certainly everybody feels better about themselves when they score, so it's good to break through and score. And but as I said, he's been getting chances. It's not like he hasn't had chances, and it's not like he hasn't produced, and it's not like he hasn't helped us win games. He's done all those things. So good for him to score for sure. It was a big goal, obviously. Kind of took some out of them, and I think that's a big goal.
Ned said his grandparents were here to watch him play in the NHL for the first time. He gets a shout out. What did he mean to the team tonight, and how special are moments like that when you're able to do it in front of family?
Well, we'll have to get him on the plane to Buff and keep them rolling along. So no, that's I think that's awesome. That's cool. I didn't know that. That Ned played real well, and obviously, especially later in the third when we need him to make some big saves, he did.
Max Boltman.
On the power play, I think especially on the backroom goal, kind of there's a little bit of chaos going on there. So, well, how do you kind of balance trying to create a little bit of scramble and chaos versus the puck teams can beat the structure?
Well, the balance is between, you always want to create the chaos. It's just you don't want to force plays to turn it over. So how do you create chaos? Generally, you create it through shots that get through. Obviously if you're just shooting, it's getting blocked. That doesn't help. In pucks to the cage with people at the cage, or some of those low type plays. That's how that play ended up. It was a low play, and Bird did a good behind the back to Fabs on that particular play. So I think it's a balance of taking what's given and attacking. And taking what's given means when they are in their structure, sometimes you got to work it around to look for an opportunity to attack. And then whenever you have the chance to attack, you have to attack. And one of the best ways to attack is through the shot. But again, if you're just shooting into shin pads, that's not really what we're looking for. So just that balance of attacking and taking what's given. I thought he did a good job. I thought Vladdy, I think that's what Vladdy can do. He can move up, and unfortunately we didn't see tons of 5-on-5 plays the game went along. There's a lot of special teams involved, but I thought Vladdy did a real good job, and I think he's deserved the opportunity. I think he's played very, very good hockey overall, and he can make enough plays. He's smart enough to play with those guys, and he's also a good net front guy. Kind of in a slippery way. So I thought Vladdy did good.
Thanks.
Yep.
Wayne St. James.
Jeff, was this the kind of game everybody can walk away feeling good about? I mean, you guys started well, you got special teams, you limited chances against Alex, made the saves. That this was the antidote you guys needed.
Yeah, I think you can feel good about it. Certainly, both special teams can walk away feeling good. Obviously, Alex can he's played good hockey here lately, and I think obviously whenever you're able to do what he did tonight with a shutout, you feel real good. Guys scored goals. I think the biggest thing is we're going to answer the bell on Monday now, and it's a relentless league, and it was a good win. There's moments we played good hockey, but we got to go win a hockey game Monday. So I think really quickly we got to turn the page to what we did well, what we didn't do well, review that, go over it tomorrow, and then go try to win a hockey game on Monday.
How much of a difference did it make just to be well rested? I mean, there was so noticeably, especially in the start tonight versus Thursday, that day off yesterday really factored. Yeah,
I think ultimately the guys looked like they had way more juice tonight. There's no doubt about it. And so, I think they felt that there was a needed day off, and we ended up making the decision to do it, and obviously it paid off. That the guys came out with tons of energy.
Lastly, just do you like what Bertuzzi? I mean, you've kind of had different guys there with Suter and Fabry on that line. Just what Bertuzzi added.
You know, I think Bert's the level of player he can really help a line. Any line he goes on, he can really help. And you know, I think Bert, Fabs, and Suits, they look like they had good chemistry. You know, I thought they were really good. It's kind of you got a little, you know, really smart playmaking center. You got a real good shooter in Fabs who plays hard. You got a guy who can do a little bit of everything, including going to the net hard and be hard on pucks. And so I like the makeup of that line. You know, ultimately, you know, as we've gone through this, we were generating just too many chances were only generated by the Larkin line, and we felt we needed more. And we've been looking for a piece on that line with Fabs and Suits, and I think Bert definitely filled that role great.
Thank you.
Yep.
Last question, answer Con.
Yeah, Jeff, just to follow up on that last question there, having Bertuzzi on that Suter line, just how much do you like just the balance that it gives you on as far as spreading the wealth over the top two lines?
Well, I think it's critical. I think it's critical to have balance. You know, you then look at it and you really feel like you have two, you know, real dangerous offensive lines, and then you also feel good about the Rask line and the Veleno line, that they can kind of go out and play against anybody. I think, you know, when they're playing their game, they can match up against anybody. So it gives you way more flexibility on the bench. It allows you to put guys in different spots and look for advantages. And certainly is, you know, you're not going to win this league with one line. It's just the reality of it. And you got to have multiple lines that they can impact most nights. And certainly, I think given that with Bert with that line, it allows, you know, two lines that could be real good scoring lines, and the other lines can really contribute in a lot of ways as well.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
All right, those are all the questions we had tonight for Coach Blashill. Thanks, everyone.